nearly every state in the Union, including Alaska.
Oh, including Alaska, yes! And you know why they mentioned that? Because Alaska had only just become a state back then. In fact, in the early days, it made sense to have a contest with criteria like this.
The very first years, there was a literal breakdown. 5 points for the construction of the head, 5 points for the limbs, 3 points for the torso, 2 points for the leg.
3 points for the torso. I think even back then, that was code. Hey, I met this great dame, see? She's got a great torso, see? 34D torso, you should meet her. How's the construction of her head? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But the only time that beauty pageants are relevant nowadays is whenever someone forwards you a link to something like this.
I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries.
Now, to be fair, the question she was asked was, can you do an impression of a dictionary in a washing machine? And I think everyone... She nailed that. She nailed that. Look. No, it is easy to make fun of pageant contestants, but which is really crazier? That they sometimes give stupid answers, or that they are almost always asked ridiculously complex questions?
Government tracking of phone records has been in the news lately. Is this an invasion of privacy or necessary to keep our country safe? Why or why not?
Should people who leak classified documents in the name of public information be charged with treason?
In recent weeks, the U.S. has released 5 detainees from Guantanamo in exchange for 1 U.S. soldier held captive in Afghanistan. The U.S. policy is to leave no soldier behind. Do you think it's fair to sacrifice or swap lives in order to uphold this policy?
What? I totally agree with the guy in the background there. Because I sincerely doubt that the intricacies of hostage exchanges are going to be resolved by a 21-year-old PR major and the star of Sharknado. In fact, last Sunday, this was an actual question.
The savagery of the ISIS threat to our security was demonstrated by the gruesome videos of 2 journalists and an aid worker being beheaded. What should our country's response be?
That's right. They asked one of the contestants to solve ISIS. And she only had 20 seconds to do it. How did she do?
This is an absolute outrage, and something definitely needs to be done, but I don't think America needs to be the only one to do it. I really think it's important for the world, for the UN to come together and decide what's the best thing united that we can do to really come together as a bigger and more impactful source to end this horrid thing that's happening.
Holy shit! That is a much better answer than I could have done in that amount of time. That is a borderline better answer than the president gave last week.